Good evening, you are watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos issues 2 royal decrees. At a production capacity of 120 megawatt, foundation stone is laid for the project of electricity power plant in the wilaya of Bukha in the governorate of Musandam. And Finance and Services Seminar in the governorate of North Sharqiya discusses the services provided to small and medium institutions. Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos has issued 2 royal decrees. Royal Decree number 38 over 2015, issuing law of Muscat Municipality. Article 1 enacts provisions of the attached law of Muscat Municipality. Article 2, Chairman of Muscat Municipality shall issue regulations and decisions necessary to implement provisions of this law, and until the issuance, works with the applied regulations and decisions shall continue in that do not contradict with provisions of this decree or the attached law. Article 3 cancels law of Muscat Municipality issued by Royal Decree number 8 over 92 and cancels all that contradict with this decree and the attached law or contravene with its provisions. Article 4, this decree shall be published in the official gazette and shall come into effect from the following day of its publication. Royal Decree number 39 over 2015 approves the organizational structure of Muscat Municipality. Article 1 approves the organizational structure of Muscat Municipality in accordance with the attached appendix. Article 2 cancels all that contradict with this decree or contravene with its provisions. Article 3, this decree shall be published in the official gazette and shall come into effect from the date of issue. With a production capacity of 120 megawatt and by using clean natural gas as a main fuel to maintain stability of the local electricity supply, a celebration was held in the wilaya of Bukha in the governorate of Musandam for laying the foundation stone for the project of electricity power production. The plant works by electric generators using dual fuel and considered as one of the eco-friendly sustainable projects. The celebration was presided over by His Excellency Sayyid Khalifa bin Al-Mardas Al-Busaidi, Governor of Musandam. The new project is within the strategy of Oman Oil Company, which seeks to expand investment portfolio locally and which focused to support the Sultanate's vision in enhancing investment projects and support aimed development plans towards diversification of sources of the local income. The second annual conference titled Art of Improving the Services in the Public and Private Sectors was held at Al Bustan Palace Hotel today. The one-day conference was held under the patronage of His Excellency Sheikh Saad bin Mohammed Al-Saadi, Minister of Sports Affairs. His Excellency the Minister said that the theme of the conference is an important issue, whether for the public or the private sector, wishing that all participants of the conference take advantage of the skills that would be highlighted during the event. The conference highlighted the fundamental principles that must be applied by all employees in companies and institutions to provide the highest level of service to customers and visitors and overcome their expectations. His Excellency Sheikh Saad bin Mohammed Al-Saadi, Minister of Sports Affairs, confirmed to the Sultanate of Oman Radio and Television that designs for Musana'a Sports Complex were completed and the project goes as planned. He added that the ministry is constructing a number of sports complexes and hoped that all the projects will be implemented as it was planned. Since the start of the current year, the Ministry of Finance issued a number of releases seeking to control spending and tighten controls on expenses to face the global oil price decline. The Sultanate is keen on the continuity of social and living programs rendered to citizens. It is advised to double partnership between the government and private sector to reduce impact of oil prices recession on the general budget of the country. Countries producing oil exert continuous efforts to face impacts of their financial revenue recession as oil prices are still declining in global markets. Many countries in the world are seeking to find alternative resources to fund their development projects and stop programs that burden their budgets, such as fuel subsidies, besides rationalization of expenditure. A number of scientists and intellectuals from the Sultanate and other countries discussed the Omani experience in the field of stem cells and developments in the ethics of biology in the 6th Intellectual Forum that is organized by Biology Committee at Sultan Qaboos University. The forum, in its 6th edition entitled Stem Cells Comprehensive Vision, discussed the scientific, legislative and moral sides related to organs and stem cells transplantation. His Excellency Sheikh Abdullah bin Muhammad Al-Salmi, Minister of Endowments and Religious Affairs, presided over the forum. It discussed regulations which govern medical side related to stem cells. The forum also discussed the importance of early checkups before marriage to avoid hereditary diseases. It witnessed the participation of researchers and specialists from inside and outside the Sultanate. Still to come in our news bulletin. Sultanate's population by the end of September reached more than 4,254,000 individuals. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Royal Oman Police ROP held a ceremony at the shooting field ground in Sultan Qaboos Academy for Police Sciences to mark the conclusion of ROP Championship for shooting under the auspices of Lieutenant General Hassan bin Muhsin Al-Shariqi, Inspector General of Police and Customs. The event was attended by Major General Ahmed bin Harith al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of Sultan's Armed Forces and heads of ROP formations, as well as senior officials at military and security systems. The Military College of Technology celebrated the beginning of the 3rd academic year and the receival of a new batch of students. His Excellency the Secretary General of the Ministry of Defense honored the toppers of all military and scientific specializations. On the sidelines of the ceremony, the new laboratories of science and engineering were opened. The chief guest and the attendees were further briefed about the well-equipped laboratories. The Higher Education, Training and Career Exhibition 2015 began at Oman International Exhibition Center today under the patronage of His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoon, Minister of Civil Service. More than 180 companies and institutions are participating in the exhibition, which provides an ideal platform for local and foreign universities and leading training institutions to communicate and interact with the students, parents and executives interested in various education and training levels, and private sector companies that offer jobs coupled with training opportunities to potential candidates. It also included a special pavilion for banking and financial institutions, which provide employment opportunities in the financial and banking sector and to work as entrepreneurs, where they can get information on funding to start their new businesses. On its 9th station, the event of Splendor Glow of Qaboos reached the Governorate of Muscat with its varied events and artistic pieces. The event embodied fine art in expressing feelings of love and gratitude for the country and the leader, His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. It was presided over by His Highness Sayyid Mohammed bin Salim Al Saeed, Chairman of Protocols Department in the Foreign Ministry. After this 9th station, the event will tour through other governorates in the Sultanate and will conclude its works by collecting 1,970 artistic pieces about the achievement of the Blessed Renaissance. The Omani Youth Work Trend Survey showed that the majority of youth prefer working at the government sector. However, this desire decreased among the job seekers and employed persons, contrary to the higher education students. In general, stability, job security, good salary and incentives constitute the most important elements that attract the youth on choosing the different jobs in general. The survey conducted by the National Center for Statistics and Information (NCSI) showed that the higher percentage in preferring the governmental sector was recorded among the job seekers. It reached 92% during the current year and decreased from 95% recorded in 2014. The lower percentage was recorded among the students enrolled in the higher education institutions with 71%. This percentage was higher than the percentage recorded in 2014, which reached 65%. The exhibition entitled The Message of Islam from Oman, taking place in UNESCO in Paris, continue its activities. Intellectuals, authors and other personalities visit the exhibition daily, watching what it portraits of the real image of Islam and its values that are based on tolerance, understanding and peace among nations. It includes different exhibits such as fine arts, paintings on porcelain and Arabic calligraphy. Sultanate's population by the end of September reached 4,254,416 individuals, increasing by 0.7%. The Omanis are 2,365,937 individuals, while the expatriates reached 1,888,479 individuals. Latest statistics issued by National Center for Statistics and Information showed that most Sultanate's population are concentrated in the Governorate of Muscat, where population has increased by 0.7% to be 1,320,464 individuals. And the Governorate of North Batina came second highest with a population that reached 690,780 individuals at an increase of 0.4%. An agreement was signed to finance 3 projects in the governorates of North and South Batina at a cost of 650,000 Omani Riyals. The agreement states for constructing Autism Center in the Wilaya of Sohar, Al-Wafa Center for rehabilitating disabled children in the Wilaya of Liwa, and supporting as well as financing the purchase of ambulance to transfer elderly at Social Care Center at the Wilaya of Wusta. Oman Oil Company, Valley Company, Sohar Aluminium Company and Orbic supports the 3 social development projects. According to the agreement, Jusur establishment will finance the 3 projects. Ministry of Social Development will supervise and operate the projects. With the aim of raising awareness about the hazards of human trafficking and its effects on members of the society, the Ministry of Justice organized legislation, seminar and procedures adopted to combat human trafficking. His Excellency Sayyid Badr bin Hamoud Al Busaidi, Secretary General of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Chairman of National Committee for Human Trafficking, presided over the activities of the seminar at the premises of Higher Judicial Institute in the Wilaya of Nizwa. The seminar discussed 6 different work papers related to search, investigation and conviction on issues related to human trafficking. It focused on the efforts exerted by the Ministry of Justice and the Ministry of Social Development in coordination with Royal Oman Police, public prosecution and courts to confront hazards of human trafficking crime. The seminar also concentrated on the efforts exerted by the Sultanate in strengthening regional and international cooperation to combat human trafficking. Finance and Services Seminar, which was held in Sinau Cultural Center, discussed the services provided to small and medium institutions and the role of regulatory authorities in protecting their rights and perform their duties. The seminar, which was organized by Oman Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the Governorate of North Sharqiya, also presented the role of small and medium institutions in enhancing the national economy as well as providing job opportunities for Omanis. Now for the general weather forecast. Clear skies will prevail over the Sultanate with accumulative clouds and scattered rainfall in Hajar Mountains and the nearby areas. Winds will be easterly to northeasterly light to moderate along the coasts of Sea of Oman, while it will be southerly to southwesterly light to moderate along the rest of the Sultanate. Seas will be slight with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman Television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos issues 2 royal decrees. At a production capacity of 120 megawatt, foundation stone is laid for the project of electricity power plant in the Wilaya of Bukha in the Governorate of Musandam. And Finance and Services Seminar in the Governorate of North Sharqiya discusses the services provided to small and medium institutions. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's good night.